Okay, today's the day. I'm sure you can tell I'm a bit nervous. Today is the big day. I finally get to sign the lands. I get to sign the land papers. We got a positive feedback for the building request. So all green flags basically, which means today I'm buying the land finally. It's the time of the signature at the notary. And I'm slightly nervous and excited, and yeah, I've been waiting for this for a long time, so I think it's a lot of excitement and of course a lot of respect for the upcoming challenges as well. But trust me, those are happy tears. I'm happy that in a few hours all that stress can kind of let go of my body and I can celebrate this big achievement. So yeah. See you in a few hours.
Vamos. Ouais.
Cheers! So it has been now already almost 2 weeks since the purchase of the land, and honestly, the reason why it took so long to make this video is that I was all over the place with my emotions. There was a lot of joy and excitement and disbelief even in owning land for the first time in a foreign country as well. The day of the signing, of course, there was still so much anxiety going on because I feared that something would go wrong at some way, somehow, last minute, but luckily it didn't. But the reason why I was a bit fearful even till the last minute was because the whole process by itself, since the first time that I saw this property, took almost a year, and there were a lot of ups and downs during this process, and always a bit of fear connected with, oh, maybe it's not gonna work out, maybe, yeah, the owner's not gonna sell at last minute or something else might go wrong. And yeah, so of course after the signatures were down, I was very relieved, to be honest. So it took me definitely a few days to take it all in and to kind of start believing that I'm owning land in Portugal now. Yeah, and then I started on a few projects on the land, which some of them definitely didn't go right. I'll share those videos with you, don't worry. Yes, and there was a bit of a time pressure as well because it's because the summer heat is starting in Portugal, and as a landowner you have to make sure that your property is fireproof as much as possible. So that means also getting rid of all the fire hazards, possible fire hazards. And for me, the top of the land was quite full of bushes and a lot of dry grass, so I had to get rid of that. And that of course puts me into a small time pressure. So yeah, that was stressful by itself a bit. And yeah, and also figuring out where to get what stuff. I had to buy some gear, some machines. So that by itself took some time to find the right people, the right shops, the right companies, and to find the right words to ask for it too. I'm still learning Portuguese. I'm still a beginner. But luckily the Portuguese people are so patient and kind-hearted that they really don't mind if you don't speak the language that well. Now that the most important jobs are already done or almost about to be done, I can relax a bit more and enjoy it a bit more and also appreciate it way more. The first days were just so unbelievable and surreal, and now that I have been chilling and relaxing on the land, it just feels like mine now as well. I think that took quite some time as well. Of course I loved it straight away, but that still didn't feel like this is my property. It still felt like somebody else's property, and it was, of course, till that day. And yeah, now it feels like my little paradise, and I'm really blessed and happy about it. Yeah, so that's kind of the journey I've been on the last 2 weeks. I wanted to show you some parts of the land, if you want to, of course. Let's go. So this is my favorite tree at the moment, although it's a mimosa, so it's invasive, and I have a whole forest of mimosa as well to get rid of. But somehow this tree is like one of the old ones and has those nice boulder rocks around it where Jack can rest during the day. you can overlook the area where I'm at a bit. Yeah, it's just a really nice spot. So this is the other lovely part of this property, is those beautiful, beautiful terraces, which I'm excited to use as my garden, as my vegetable and yeah, perennial garden. And I have those grape vines all over it, as well as lovely, lovely olive trees that might need a good trim in the next year. But yeah, this place is so magical. Those terraces give the place so much character, and I think that's why the first thing that I fell in love with on this property for sure. This is the current barn, which is gonna be replaced by a beautiful, beautiful tiny house in hopefully the next year. This is the perfect spot because it's just at the center of the land and offers a lot of privacy and a lot of beautiful views. So at the moment it's just storage. I have some drawings of the house already, which I'm gonna show you right here. So what else can I show you? Oh yeah, good idea. So besides having two of those smaller wells, I have this beautiful water source, which is just a blessing to have in Portugal. And it creates this lovely overflow, which is amazing for all the animals and insects, and of course later on my vegetable garden. And here I'm on the upper part of the land, which is almost 2,000 square meters big and which is gonna host my food forest in the future. Can't wait for autumn to arrive for the first fruit trees to be planted. And of course I already have quite a few here. Although those hazelnuts don't look like amazingly healthy at the moment, I will give them a good trim and some compost next year so they can grow healthy again. But they're amazing. I have, I think, 6 of them. So nice. And talking about fruit trees, have you seen this amazing gigantic fig tree that I have? It's insane. I have 2 smaller versions of it, but this is insanely amazing. I've never seen a fig tree that big, I think. So cool. And so much fruit. Oh yeah, and some pears too. Wait. As for the grapes, I was told that there is an edible version here as well. So it's not only just grapes for wine or for grape juice making, but also to eat. So I'm super excited to have my first own organic grapes. Well, they're not organic this year, I think, but next year they will be. And I'm not the only one that's super excited about the land. I have this cute boy who is having a blast on this almost 1 hectare big land. He's been enjoying it, I think just as much as I have, or maybe more, right? Again, I feel super blessed to have found this piece of land and that everything worked out like it did. I had many amazing people helping me along the way also, which made this thing even possible. So big thanks goes out to those people that were there emotionally or through helping logistically or for whatever reason it was. Yes, I feel super fortunate and I can't wait to transform this beautiful piece of land into an even more beautiful paradise. So stay tuned for more updates for the first few jobs on the land and then transforming this step by step into... oh yeah, I need a name, guys. So far this Quinta has no name. So maybe you want to help giving this place a new name. So write it in the comments if you have any cool ideas. Yeah, would be happy to see some suggestions and maybe we find a lucky name already. I think that's it for this update video. I hope you really enjoyed the sneak peek of the lands, and in the next videos you're gonna see more and more and more. So stay tuned for more adventures. I'll see you next time. Bye!